Hey guys, so of course I started off showing you the progress of the business, being in a state of ketosis for 4 years and counting, soon to be 5, in my 40s, soon to be 50 because I'm turning 47 this year. And I remind you guys, because if I don't, you're just thinking that I'm a young chick yakking about whatevers. But I'm not. I'm a woman in my 40s who's learned how to take her genetic potential, her expression, her epigenetics, and maximize it, because I have energy. Feel freaking spry and totally excited. As usual. I have so much energy, it's ridiculous, and no caffeine. Zero. This is all natural. This is all natural. And I live in Hollywood. Yes, it is possible. It is possible to be natural. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to it because I got some stuff to talk about. So I was doing my research, as usual, every day. Life research, being in the moment, and just absorbing it all in, like letting it all in everywhere. And I was checking out the Atkins diet. And yeah, Dr. Atkins, that dude was the bomb. Seriously, he was awesome. But I feel sorry for him because like the crap they talk about now in the Atkins diet is garbage. Garbage! Those products are garbage. Who tells people to go eat bouillon cubes for salt? Because you lose salt in the first stages of dropping all your carbohydrates, right? Carbohydrate, water. When you take out the carbs, you're not holding on to as much water. Your kidneys start flushing water out. So you need more, your electrolytes. You start to lose electrolytes. Some people become dehydrated because people are so used to not drinking enough water. So you have to drink more water, and you got to get some good old Himalayan or Celtic salt in the body. Okay, it's the pink stuff. So here we go. I was looking at this video of this woman talking about how she did the Atkins diet, she lost all this weight, and she was kind of giving some examples of the food that she ate for a year. And I was like, disgusting. Are you kidding me? Is this the crap that they're telling you guys to eat? Stop! Hammer time. No, it's not hammer time. Okay, I'm a dork. Alright, stop eating that shit. That GMO garbage? I mean, I couldn't believe it. So first of all, the bouillon cubes, which is MSG, which is a neurotoxin, right? It kills your brain cells every time you use MSG. How do you know? Be careful when you go out to restaurants all the time. They use MSG. It's cheap and makes the food taste good. Go look at your seasoning and see if it's got MSG on it, because like it's frying your brain. And if you eat MSG late at night, it's an excitotoxin. So you're like at night, and you're like, why can't I sleep? Maybe it's because of the bouillon cubes they told you to take on the Atkins diet. Yikes. Okay, so get rid of that. Then I was like checking it out some more, and they've got like Atkins shakes and bars. And I was like, bars? Barf. If you really want to eat garbage food, I mean, their concept, right? I know that they keep pushing weight loss. Yo, it is not about weight loss. It's about your total health, right? Physical health and wealth, and your physical health. We're trying to get rid of food addictions. We're not trying to build them. So then there's the whole thing of them telling you that you could have some puddings and some crap that they make made of Splenda and aspartame. Sucralose. Really? And sweet and low? Go and dump it now. If you think that you're doing things properly by using sweet and low or aspartame, or even the sugar alcohols, those sugar alcohols have a lot to do with not adapting into ketosis, which actually is the point of doing a diet like this, or this lifestyle. It's not about, oh, I want to lose weight, because you're just going to gain it back. Because when you try the Atkins diet, you never reach ketosis. I mean, some people might, but most people don't, because it's very, very important to actually stop eating crap. Crap creates inflammation. Inflammation blocks keto adaptation. So you might lose a lot of weight in the beginning if you're very overweight, because then your body's like, excess body fat, get rid of it, because there's no glucose coming in like it used to. You used to eat a bunch of cereal, or you would have bread, sandwiches, rices, whatnot, rice pasta, and then you get rid of it, or you would like binge on candy, and like, so you're trying to do the Atkins diet, and you're trying to drive out these sugars, and you lose weight because now you're not producing as much glucose, which means you're not producing as much insulin, which means you're not having as much as a storage effect, and then you start to burn a percentage of your body fat because you have so much excess body fat. So a lot of people who tend to be highly overweight, eating a lot of processed carbs and sugars, tend to lose weight the quickest. And for the people who've got like 50 pounds to lose, all of a sudden they might lose a couple and boom, they just stick. And some people actually gain a few pounds. So so forget about the weight. Think about the quality of food that you're eating. So on the Atkins diet, I watched I watched this woman, and she was portioning out her 20 grams because they suggest the 20 grams of carbs, which is fine. Now, the ketogenic diet, which is where I say, hey, take it down to about 15 and eat vegetables. None of this garbage like what she was about to show. She straight up pulled out she pulled out a little rice patty that she made. And I looked at that and I was like, is that what you're eating for a year? That's disgusting. That's nasty. A dry, starchy, and it tastes like waxy starch. Rice by itself? That's disgusting. What's the even point of eating rice that much in a patty? And go, oh, that's my allotted carbs for the day. Because believe it or not, that starch, which gets broken down very quickly, feeds what? The addiction in the cells that want more glucose. Because if I ate 20 grams of candy, of carbs, it was just a few bites of candy, it's going to break down a lot faster than eating a sweet potato. So then it's going to boom, hit my blood, said boom. And then all of a sudden, the addiction comes back, and you want more, and you crave it. And all the smells of cookies and baked goods start to and the chocolate smell starts to re-enter your already addictions that have been patterned in your neurotransmitters. Well, you would have low. Your neurotransmitters, your dopamine, serotonin are having an issue. You could have low serotonin. And in your frontal cortex, where you have synapses, then that, like, hamster wheel of an addiction pattern comes back. That's why I don't like carb loading and cheat days and all this crap, because if you guys are having issues with your body, then reintroducing these high starch foods will kick back the addiction, and you're just on that hamster wheel. So I've been doing this for almost 5 years. I have not refed once, and this is the body that I ended up getting because of that. With a busted knee, which you can't see, but I've had 10 surgeries on it. It's completely and utterly destroyed. It doesn't look like that because this is what the abs in the kitchen with the ketogenic diet has done. So if we go back to Atkins diet, and the girl's like ripping off the bread ends. Where are we? Okay. She's ripping off the bread ends, and she's like, oh, this is how much bread I have for the entire day. And I'm like, what's the point? That's terrible. When you've got amazing veggies like spinach, some people don't like spinach, kale, broccoli, asparagus, mushrooms, cauliflower, like string beans. If you're keeping some things like squashes, zucchini low, but in abundance, you could have this much kale, or you could have some like cauliflower mashed potato with a ton of butter, some garlic, fresh garlic, so good. A lot of you guys aren't spicing your food properly, so you feel like you're missing out. Don't just use salt and pepper. There's all these wonderful Indian spices out there. If you want to add a cream sauce, you could do curry with coconut milk, and it's so good. And you don't need that much of starchy ass dry rice. It's gross. So that's what I want to talk about. This woman ate these types of, oh, these are my carbs. So she still ate the bad carbs for an entire year, lost weight, and couldn't do it again because she was so miserable that year because she didn't focus on her vegetables, her carbs coming from delicious vegetables that are just yummy. And she didn't focus on freaking grass-fed beef and bison and fish and all these, like the chicken thighs and all the dark meats that are so juicy and tender and tasty, and you can put some butter on there or some coconut oil when you cook it and spice it just to perfection. People are like, how can you sustain this? I'm like, first of all, it's easy. If I want carb substitutes, I can make pancakes. I can make bread out of coconut flour and flax and egg. If I want crackers and pizza and tortillas and even rice, I can make all of that. And it tastes better because there's none of that starch or gluten involved in these carb substitutes. But really, if I just want a good-ass lunch, I'll go have like salmon or trout or some kind of yummy fish with some kale with some butter on it and some fresh garlic, and then I'll go have a coconut ice cream popsicle afterwards. It's so creamy. If I really, really want a yummy meal, I'd rather do that than that dry ass piece of rice that she had with like a chicken breast. Yuck. Or can of tuna. Tuna, really guys, you don't have to go to the tuna if you want to sustain good health. So the thing that I love about the ketogenic diet is just to even enter a state of ketosis, you have to eat whole foods. Because if you eat garbage and Splenda and chemicals and the MSG and the bouillon cubes, you won't adapt. Because your body's got to fight all this inflammation, these fires going on in the body. And if you got firemen in your body trying to get out the fires, then you don't adapt. And then you just kind of stay in a, you're not in ketosis. You do release some ketones. I mean, your brain is going to use some ketones, but your brain is still going glucose, ketones, glucose, ketones. And you don't ever get to that level of clarity where your brain is so sharp. Your brain's like this all day long. Bam, 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 bam. All day long, sharp, workouts, bam, strong. Never weaken in a workout. And grow muscle and get strong. That's what happens when you're in a state of ketosis, and your hormones balance. And dudes, your testosterone rises because you have to eat foods that have cholesterol. Cholesterol, the building blocks of your testosterone hormone. Get rid of the plastics. Plastics in plastic bottles and veg that has pesticides is going to block the ability to raise your testosterone levels. It could actually lower testosterone or raise DHT. That's a problem. Okay guys, for those out there who are doing the Atkins diet, switch over from the dark side to the light side and learn about not just taking out your carbs, but eating healthy quality foods to get into ketosis so then you can get ripped as you get older and spare your DNA, stay young, heal all your symptoms, that too. Your gut, your brain, your heart, lung, your organs. People who've got thyroid disorder and people with a ton of issues, high blood pressure and high insulin resistance and all this stuff. So you guys, for those who are doing Atkins, cross over to the ketogenic diet because we actually want to induce ketosis. That's the goal. And to do that, you have to get to sleep. You have to cut out the caffeine. You've got to live a healthy life. You got to get out the GMO, pesticide, nasty-ass food. And then when you do that, you get strong. You're getting older and you're like, what? I'm strong. I feel good. So, Atkins people, cross over to Ketogenesis. If you want to learn more, go to my Facebook, Stephanie Person Skater. Or you can go to my new website, which is stephanieperson.com to learn more. Because I do some keto coaching. Boop, 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 boop. Peace out, guys. Bink.